Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I know it's been a minute. I've had a lot going on, but we're here. I'm also working on a new divination method, so stay tuned for that. I don't think it's new, but maybe new. A revamp of an old method, I guess. Anyway, okay. Let's get into this. I have no idea what we're talking about, what we're going to talk about. I don't know. I'm just here. You're here. Let's do this thing. If you're new to my channel, I start with this deck, Daily Affirmation. I use it as a confirmation affirmation deck, so I will leave the cards face down. Whatever card or cards we get, I will leave those face down. And sorry, y'all, I just got off work, so I look like a hot mess, and I don't have any makeup on, so it is what it is. Okay. Yes, I leave it face down, and we look at it at the end. It ties the reading together and gives you an affirmation. So, what do they need to hear? Confirmation F. Wow, that flew out very quickly. Okay. Well, I'll remember to look at that at the end. So I want to start with an overall energy. I do have a few decks out. This is the Cosmic deck, and then I have the Earth and Bone Oracle out. I'm going to pull charms too after we get an overall energy, and we'll see where we go. So on the split, we have gratitude and unconditional love, 15 and 34. Jellyfish could be significant. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, I think jellyfish can rebirth themselves. Hold on. I just heard that, so let me just double check, because I need to make sure that this is accurate. I don't even know. I think they go to the bottom of the ocean and die, right? Yeah. Okay. It says, yes, a specific species known as the immortal jellyfish can rebirth or reset itself when it's starved, injured, or facing environmental stress. It avoids death by reverting its cells to an early juvenile state to restart its life cycle over again. It says over and over again. It's called transdifferentiation. A process where already specialized adult cells, such as muscle or nerve cells, literally abandon their duties, change their identity, and reprogram themselves back into young, unspecialized cells. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. Whew, I got like all the goosebumps on that. Whew. Emotions I just saw. Unconditional love and emotions again. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Overall energy. Okay. Strength. I got the eye of the tiger. Dancing through the fire. The fire of your rebirth, maybe, with the jellyfish. Communication at the bottom. Number 3 or 30. Something with a third eye. Mirrored souls underneath that. Yeah, it's like you're communicating. Because I heard telepathy. Look, it's like you're sending it out into the universe, right? Interesting. Maybe you need to communicate some kind of difficult emotions or thoughts or an experience or something. This looks like you're going through a portal. Like you're walking out of something. Strength and communication. Owl at the bottom. Wisdom, independent thinking, and enlightenment. I keep being drawn to the wolf on that card, on the communication card. Something about your connection with nature. I mean, we're all connected to nature, but what else do we need to know? Also, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. If you want a personal, contact me. Fate. Alignment. Decisive movements. Opportunistic events. Ambition, willpower, and creation. Underneath at the bottom. And then time. Planning, making decisions, and taking risks. Interesting. Is there something else we need to know? Surrender. 11:56 on the clock. Letting go, trust, and expansion. Number 6. We have 6 and 5 here because 2 plus 3 is 5. So we have 5 and 6. And 3 with the strength card. Visionary at the bottom. Confidence, passion, and self-worth. Number 9. And the communication card is also number 9. Your vision. Interesting. I feel like we need to leave this out. Okay. Do we need to read? What can we, let's see. Let's see. Strength is 30. It says, mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. The bottom says, Great Spirit, guide me through this period. Give me the insight, courage, and strength I need to cultivate the source of strength already within me. Your prayers for strength have been heard. You are stronger than you realize. When I said you were communicating something, Okay, I have to read this, guys. This card comes to you to remind you of your inner strength and courage. Although you may be feeling weary and hopeless at this time, do not lose faith and heart. You are a lot stronger than you realize. Moving through this chapter of your life, you will understand the lesson of having to release your inner resistance and fears. By uncovering your true strength, you'll have the courage to move through it with clarity, understanding, and compassion. Your prayers for strength have been heard. Release all fears that are blocking spiritual guidance. Breaking down walls will help you see, dear one, all the synchronicities and signs communicated to you. The spirit teachers of love and light wish only to serve the highest good for all. To offer guidance, love, and reminders of what you already hold within yourself. You hold so much strength, courage, determination, and perseverance. The first step in uncovering and embracing your true strength is to accept your current state, whether it is vulnerability, powerlessness, emotional fragility, or weakness. The second step is surrender to that universal life force of love. Allow the third step, empowerment, to flow into your life naturally. Strength and empowerment will come. Use this chapter to find your deepest source of strength, to renew your faith and be all that you truly are, a spiritual warrior living in conscious freedom. Hold on. I'll have to deal with that later. Somebody is trying to communicate with you, clearly. Let's read number 9, the communication. Wait, sorry. Interesting. Okay. Communication says, to be truly heard, one needs to practice the art of listening. The affirmation says, I am humbled and patient in knowing that to be truly heard, I must first truly listen. This card has being revealed to you today to acknowledge the voice inside you that wishes to be heard and acknowledged. One of the biggest lessons we can learn in this lifetime is effective communication. Communication that is clear and that does not assume that others can read our minds. Working both ways, the art of listening also involves being patient and open to the ideas of others. Dear one, at times you don't feel as though you are being truly listened to. This can cause frustration, agitation, and a stagnant whirlpool of energy to build within you. This frustration can sometimes cause you to be indirect, insensitive, and snappy. This energy of frustration and insensitivity then gets passed back to the ones who did not effectively listen the first time around, and is usually received as a personal attack. This energy only encourages them to continue to not listen with even more resistance and defiance. This cycle of energy being thrown back and forth continues and becomes more vicious, intolerable, and heartbreaking. Most often, either or both parties will search elsewhere for an empathetic ear to simply listen. It is time to take the reins and break free from these energetic, emotional mind games. Communicate truthfully about how you feel and express calmly with love what needs to be said. What did I say? You need to communicate with someone. Give the other party an opportunity to also express their feelings truthfully and allow them to speak freely without interruptions or resistance. The more you practice this art of listening with love, the more you will find others eager to hear what you have to say. You will then go from a place of not being heard to a place of being heard by many. Okay. So what do you need to communicate? What do I need? get these, I guess. What do they need to communicate? Wait. Sorry, it's these. It's probably both, honestly, but we'll start here. Self-approval and sage. Yeah, self-worth here. Interesting. What is it that they need to communicate? Can we get like a clue or... Okay. I'm going to use the charms for this. This is strange, but we're just gonna roll with it. That's kind of a lot. Okay. Cancer. We have a clear quartz crystal. Something about speak with clarity. We have the word hug. Believe. A bear. The scales of justice. A heart with a half angel, half devil on it. Oh, that's interesting. With a mirrored souls card underneath the communication. A lighthouse. Fire extinguisher. The word in. Believe in. Some bedazzled lips. A broom. Yeah, clearing out some kind of something here. A rhinoceros. Happy face and a sad face. A coffin with a cross. A bell. I don't know why I heard ring ring. The bell. A bat wing. I don't know, a couple. Could be a wedding topper. I don't know. Who knows? Flames. Interesting with the got the flames and the fire extinguisher here. That's intriguing. We got the letter C. I mean, these are clues for you guys because it's all going to be different for each of you. You'll have to interpret this using your own intuition. Scorpio. It says passionate on the back. Didn't we have that earlier? Something about passion. Yeah, passion right here, visionary. It's right there on the card. A snowflake. Every snowflake is different, right? A sun. The number 6. So 6 is significant too. Surrender, right? The number 6 card was surrender. Leo. And then we have a mouse with some mushrooms. I heard quiet as a mouse. That's strange. Okay. A heart with the word love on the back. The number 4. So we have 6 and 4. 64, 46. A hashtag or a number symbol. A star and a starfish. Interesting. Okay, so you'll know if those are significant to you in regard to this communication or whatever it is or whoever it is that you need to communicate to or with. Interesting. What else? Scorpio. Again. Interesting. So we got Scorpio out here twice. Overnight. That's a timing card right there. That's intriguing. Rebirth at the bottom. What did I say about the jellyfish? Can we get anything else? Creator. That's the visionary. Any other clues or any other anything? What else do they need to know? Did something flip? No. There it goes. Brave. Yeah, with the strength card, you're going to have to be brave for sure. Enlightenment at the bottom of the deck. Curious. Personal under that. Pluto, transformation. There's that Scorpio energy. And the 10th house with the owl. Life mission, accomplishments and career, structure and discipline. Oof. This is so interesting. This is not at all what I was expecting. This is what it is though. What else? What else? Tell us more about the Fate card. I'm so curious. Can we know more about the Fate card? Fixed. Stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Got Taurus, Leo, Virgo. No, sorry. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Virgo could be significant since I said it. Lots of Scorpio energy out here too with Leo and Leo. I've got Leo twice too. Decisive moments. Alignment and opportunistic events. Fixed. I think something here is just meant to happen. I don't think there's anything anybody can do to stop it, honestly. Aquarius at the bottom. And transformation, 8th house. That's Scorpio again. Transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. That's that visionary energy. What I need to know, let's see. So, oh, probably, yeah, your fears, right? Surrender your fears. I want to see. What do they need? Okay. Letting go, trust, and expansion. Let's see. What do they need to let go of? What do they need to let go of? That's interesting. Well, that's pretty contradictory, though. Taking command and teamwork when I asked, what do you need to let go of? That's curious. And I just dropped it. Hold on. Why would you need to let go of that? Okay, let me just see if I can find it. Hold on, guys. Sorry. A friendly call, a grin, a warm handshake, the captain passes in the street with their men, the playful jostling of armored guardsmen reminiscent of a tussling pack of littermates. In the center of it all, the captain commands their followers with ease, confident in their position, well aware of the loyalty and love they inspire. They have earned this position through hard work and camaraderie. Hold on, didn't we have something about that? Something loyalty. Yeah, loyalty right here, fixed. The word loyalty is on here. It may feel safer to attempt a task alone, but some things are easier with a little teamwork. Don't ignore the talents of those around you. You need the experience and diversity of others to accomplish your goal. Be the driving force that's needed to get things done, but make sure to acknowledge the value that each person brings to the table. Maybe you're having a difficult time trusting other people, like you're used to being the leader, right? Not that you're letting go of that completely, but just that's so interesting. Let go, trust, and expansion. Right. You don't have to do it alone, basically. Whatever it is, whatever we're talking about right here. You'll know better than I will. Sure-footedness and predestination. This is reminiscent of the fate card, right? That's intriguing. Okay. Scorpio, overnight, creator, and brave. Visionary. What are you communicating? Or what do you need to communicate? Can we know more of that? What do they need to communicate? Balance, invention, and destruction. Solvet coagula. Hiding your true self and projection. The mask, the mask, the mask. You guys. Look at this. Somebody's been wearing a mask. The alchemist. Balance and invention and destruction. Solve et coagula. Hold on. Y'all, this is getting deep. The warrior at the bottom. Perfection and burnout. $58. Okay. Sorry if you can hear the dogs. Colored liquids and strange smelling chemicals bubble from inside of a glass apparatus. A creature watches you from inside of a bottle, blinking its single eye. And in the middle of the chaos sits the alchemist, surrounded by an infinity of notes. It takes genius to create, and the alchemist is the embodiment of invention. That's the visionary energy. They understand the core principle of creation. There's the creator energy right there. Solve et coagula. Something must be destroyed in order to create anew. That place of safety must be burned down in order to rebuild from the ashes. The alchemist is not afraid to take drastic measures in order to achieve their goals. In order to create, be it a new project, a new chapter in your life, or perhaps a new relationship, something must first be dismantled in order to make space. But in alchemy, nothing is ever truly destroyed. The new is built on the foundations of what has come before, and there are lessons to be learned from the rubble. I said, what do you need to communicate? The alchemist. I feel like we have to read the mask, especially since it came out in the charms. This is such an interesting reading. What do you need to communicate? Down a quiet side street hidden in the twisted back roads of the citadel, a shop waits for its next curious visitor. Thousands of faces line the walls, masks in every shape and form and color. At their center, their creator. There's that word again. Wizened hands painting rouge on the cheeks of their next masterpiece. The masquerier has made so many masks that they do not remember who they were when they first opened this shop. Each one is an expression of their spirit, their creative heart. Each one is made by chipping away little pieces of themselves to sell to the next customer. We all wear different masks to appease the people around us, at work, with friends, in front of family. Each mask is the part of ourselves we think is appropriate in the moment. But by being so concerned about others' opinions, you can lose sight of your true self. Stop changing to fit public expectations. It's time to work out who you are and what you want your life to be. Who is your genuine self? Let yourself be vulnerable and show others the real you. Damn. Yeah, it's definitely a call to be brave. I'll say that much. Whoa. Overnight. Overnight creator, brave, strength. This is so intriguing. Can we get can we close this out? Can we get a closing? What do I need? I gotta go make dinner, y'all. Let's get this. Can we close this out, Spirit? What's the advice or the guidance? What's the advice or the guidance they need to hear, Spirit, for their highest good? Faith in the process. Number 32. Beyond the mind, the heart beats at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to read this and we're going to look at our other thing and we're going to be out, okay? Faith in the process. And I turned right to it. All right. Oh, this is a lot, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can shorten it. I'm just going to read it. Okay. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. That's the freaking alchemist energy right there, y'all. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniable persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, and that your individual life serves the greater plan, that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. Right, let go, trust, expansion. You need complete faith in the processes and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily, and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. Are you kidding me? Ironically, it is through complete surrender in total faith that we have become the most empowered. Or that we become, sorry. Maybe you have become already, since I said that. It says that we become the most empowered. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process. Having faith in the benevolence of life, rather than harboring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing. When we can relax a little, having faith in the process gives you space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what that is or how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from a situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off or that they are a bit rickety, but you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. The healing process says, and I feel like this is important to read, say aloud, I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy or that faith is a silly or immature way to deal with life be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude. We saw that in the beginning. And without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now through unconditional love. We saw that too. So be it. Damn, y'all. That was some... Okay. Let's look at our confirmation affirmation. It says, all of my emotions are part of my human experience. let's see at the bottom. My grief, anger, sadness, anxiety, or loneliness do not define me. Very nice. Okay, guys, I guess that's it. If you liked this video and you want to see more, like, comment, share, subscribe. 5555 on the clock, just a second ago. Yeah, otherwise, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.